This is Colin O'Keefe for LXBN TV. In a somewhat odd but interesting lawsuit, the owners of popular internet memes Keyboard Cat and Nyan Cat have filed suit against the developers of video game Scribblenauts for using the memes in the game without permission. Joining me to explain the suit and whether or not other businesses should be worried about meme use is attorney Derek Allen of Winthrop Weinstine and author on the excellent DuetsBlog. Derek, first, can you explain the basics of the suit? What exactly is at issue here?
Sure. So the way Scribblenauts works, and it's actually a kind of an ingenious game. It's sort of a puzzle game, and you can summon just an assortment of different things to help you out. And one of the things that you can, or two of the things you can summon are the internet memes you talked about. The game makers knew that you shouldn't use copyrighted materials. My guess is that these kind of slip through the cracks a little bit. I think, maybe just because they're internet memes and they're out there everywhere, you kind of don't associate something, like the NBA logo, for instance, you're going to go, oh, I can't use that. But, a stupid video of a cat playing a keyboard from I think it's 86, maybe not so big of a deal. So essentially what's happened is the game's been selling well. And I read a little bit of background. The people that created Nyan Cat and Keyboard Cat called up the Warner Brothers, tried to negotiate, and the Warner Brothers essentially told them to get lost. Kind of left them with no decision except to file this suit. And we'll see what Warner Brothers has to say. But at least from my perspective, it seems a pretty cut and dry case of copyright and trademark infringement.
Absolutely. So, and second, just how big of an issue is this to businesses? Memes are often used in marketing efforts. For example, you'll see businesses use them in sandwich boards outside their store or even on their Facebook pages. Should they be concerned with the intellectual property issues here?
Yes. The short answer is yes, they should. Is it in the top 200 things that your average small business owner needs to worry about? Probably not. But it is something that needs to be on the radar. And just because it's an internet meme, you kind of need to think about it the same way as if, like I said before, if I'm running an athletics shop, I can't just throw the NBA logo on my, in my advertisements. And just because it comes from the internet and maybe it's a little bit goofier, you need to do your research. You can go to the copyright website. You can search to see if things are registered. So, I guess a business owner just needs to think about that. Is this something that somebody else created that they should, if I created this, would I want to, be able to control it? Because that's basically what the Keyboard Cat and Nyan Cat guys are saying. They're saying, this is my product. I should be able to decide who uses it when. So just, you keep your eyes peeled. Now, internet memes are a little bit trickier. Obviously, Keyboard Cat and Nyan Cat are very specific things, but some of these other memes, it's just, a picture of a kid. There's one where I think he's at a rave or something, and he's just kind of, it's clearly on something, and the text is different every time. So maybe you could use that picture, but with your own text for your company, then maybe you're okay. But for some of these things that are in and of themselves a complete package, it definitely needs to be on the radar.
Absolutely. It isn't the biggest issue of concern for businesses, but it's something where you don't want to, not be paying attention or get in trouble for something so small.
Sure, and I would add, for your average small business owner, what'll happen is someone like myself, you'll get a nasty letter saying you need to stop doing this. The first thing you're going to see is probably not going to be a lawsuit. It's going to be a letter saying knock this off. 99 times out of 100, your mom and pop's going to go, sorry, I didn't understand, and then they'll knock it off, and not a big deal. But certainly it should be on the radar, and you need to be careful of it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Once again, that was Derek Allen of Winthrop Weinstine. For more of his commentary, be sure to visit DuetsBlog.com. Really an excellent publication on intellectual property issues in branding and marketing and what have you. And of course, visit us at LXBN.com for hundreds of these LXBN TV video interviews, along with curated commentary from the LXBlog Network's more than 8,000 members. Thanks for joining me today, Derek.
Thanks, Colin.